Hello there, peoples of the internet. It is your boy Mr. Tall Guy back in it again with another video, and today we're gonna talk about this figure again. So there's still been some debates about this figure, not controversy, debates about this figure. Is it worth it? Should I get it if I have the Earthrise mold? If I don't have it, should I get it? So, in my opinion, I really think you should get this figure. I don't own the Earthrise mold, but from just the Studio Series version of it, it actually looks pretty dang good. If you can get it, I would highly recommend before it goes for absurd prices on the aftermarket and eBay, stuff like that. But this thing is actually pretty, it has some weight to it. It really does has a little bit of weight to it. So, and I'm really glad it does. It's not perfect. It's like, I really wish it could have done something with the backpack. If not, give him wrist rotations at least. Maybe it would have solved the huge gap in jet mode. I don't know, something. But is it worth the asking price of a leader class toy? Yes and no. Now, back in the day, leader classes used to be this big, gigantic robot with basically like a masterpiece, kinda, just for little kids. Nowadays, a leader class is Voyager with some extra bits, such as Rodimus is a commander class, but it's a leader class, or a Voyager class, I believe, in a commander class box due to the trailer. Earthrise Prime, Voyager in a leader class. Corination Starscream, Voyager class, because of all the bits you get. Who else? Hot Rod, Voyager, kind of a deluxe class because of all the bits in it, for selling for Voyager price. Now I get it, those bits cost a little extra money to make, so I get that. As well as these, you have to make have to mold all of this so it could look like a cartoon. Now, but if it's really a leader, I really wish they could have done something with the wrists and the little hollow space up in there. I really wish they could have did something with that to make it have a wrist rotation. The backpack could have done something with this as well, just not a fan of it. But yeah, waist rotation would have been a nice touch. I think they would have had enough room to put a waist rotation in here, honestly, but they just didn't do it for this because he does get it into some pretty dynamic poses. And these are, I will show you some of the poses you can get him in with the coordination gear on and put the cape on for it. But before I do that, one thing I really do like is how he has heels, because it does weigh him back a little bit, which kind of sucks. But it's not that bad in my opinion. So I'm gonna get him to quick poses really quick, and I will show y'all where it needs the wrist and waist rotation. Wrist rotation, especially right here. Waist rotation doesn't really need it. Waist rotation would have been really handy right here. At least put it to where the waist was like turned this way, and like he was, I don't know, but he needed a waist rotation in this pose. Especially a wrist rotation here. Just he needed those. He really did. But the paint wise is good. Basically the same exact thing as the Earthrise. Just come on, Hasbro, why couldn't you give us a waist rotation? Wrist rotation at least. You can get him into a kind of a waist rotation a little bit. Just gotta finagle with the legs, but he look like he's I don't know, whatever. Yeah, you can do that if you want. But yeah, this is like, it's hollow in the back, but I would say this costs about like $10. These are separate, if you do not know. and these are different shades of colors than this one. This one is just cast in gray. This one is blue with gray painted over it. I'm pretty sure you can see the difference there, color wise. Length wise, it's basically the same length. It's just the peg is put back here so it can fit in here. And no, you can't hold. He can't hold these. He kind of can, but it's just they fall out really easily. But on the other hand, these he can hold very, very good because the peg is at the back. So if you want, you can have them as handheld weapons if you would do so desire, and they don't fall out whatsoever. So I guess it's a little bonus thing if you do so want to pose him with his handheld weapons. I personally don't really like to. I'd like to do it with the having them on the shoulders and then firing. But anyways, I'm gonna transform this guy on camera, so I'm gonna just do it quick. So why I gotta take the noise off the shoulder pads, I have no idea. So I'm gonna take all this Corination stuff on, and you'll see it on the back of this. So boom. So we're gonna transform him on camera, set this off to the side, and there we go. So transformation is actually really, really good on this figure. It's actually very fluid. It works with you. It doesn't go against you. And everything just collapses in. It folds in as it should. Nothing gets in its way. Doesn't really collide with itself, in my opinion. When I transform it, I don't feel like it's colliding with anything really. It's just when you probably get the nose cone section in, it starts colliding a little bit, little finagle there at the void, but it's not the worst. I can walk around it. Pretty sure all of y'all can walk around it. So yeah, let's transform this. Put the nose cone in here. Put this in here. Clip that in place. Put the wings right there. Put the legs in. Open these sections up. In. Oops, raise crotch plate up. So, but yeah, transformation. It's smooth, it's fluid, it works with you. Nothing is hindered whatsoever. Everything just works with you as it should. It's not like one of those Knight Orion. I think it's what his name is. It's not like him, the Bumblebee movie Optimus Prime that everyone hates on, because of how bad of a figure that is. But it's not the worst. I'm playing, it's pretty bad. But yeah, there you go. There is 86 Starscream in his jet mode. Make sure everything is nice and tight. The no rays in, the no ray in. And yeah, and pretty sure you could tell, got a little paint chippage. Well, not paint chippage, but paint scratch right here, due to having to, and it just collapsed. Yeah, that's one thing also, the wing just collapses very easily. So when it goes up against this tab right there, I can't even see that right there. Focus camera, there you go. It rubs up against it, and it gets the paint off, which actually kind of sucks. But oh well, just do it as carefully as you can. But jet mode is for me is where this figure shines. This figure in jet mode is absolutely fantastic. It's very lengthy too. It's very, very lengthy, not gonna lie. Got stuff on my disc. But it's really lengthy, not gonna lie. Detail on it, get some stripage, some panel lining. All the fine lines on this are very well molded. Especially these stripes right here, they look like they actually go with the jet and not against the jet. This is what and yeah, you just lose some paint right here, but you gain some paint right here, some gunmetal, to make it G1 accurate. But it's actually just, the plane is actually really nice. Just this big hollow bit in the way, which kind of kills us for some people. But this isn't as big as what you think. I used to think it was just this giant U shape, but it's really pretty small. It could just fit yeah, you can't fit all of your fingers in it, which kind of sucks, but it's not the worst. I think if they added in a waist rotation or a wrist rotation, then it'll be. Then I think they could have found a way to fill in that gap right there. But besides that, it's actually really nice. Everything collapses in as it should. It's almost like a brick. I could like throw it across the room, but I'm not going to, and it will still maintain its shape. Like, this is like one of the best jet modes I have seen for Transformers. For Transformers 86, just Transformers in general, this is one of the best jet modes I have seen. But back again, is it worth the asking price of 50 freaking bucks? I would say yes. Look, okay, if you don't have the Earthrise mold, then definitely go for this, because you basically get 2 in 1. You get the Earthrise and you get the Corination Starscream, so you could basically make, you can make like a stop motion out of this or something. I don't know. Him putting on the Corination stuff, Galvatron coming and shooting him. Who disrupts my coronation? Whatever. Stuff like that. I know Starscream voice is really bad, but it's really not that bad of a figure. It's really solid. But if you do own the Earthrise mold and you have this, you basically, I would honestly recommend painting the Thundercrack, painting the Earthrise one into like a Thundercracker or a Skywarp if you do so desire. Granted, you're gonna have these stripes right here, but just do like the base color and then do all the decals stuff later. But this is actually really nice, really nice in my opinion. But yeah, detail wise it's good, quality wise it's good. I haven't had any breakage, QC issues. I cannot talk today, what the heck. QC issues are fine. It's fine. Just it's not gonna break. I have a feeling it's not gonna break. Same with the throne, the QC issues on it, it's perfect. Everything on this is almost perfect. So for the actual asking price, I would say 8.5 out of 10 in my opinion. It's not the best, but it's not the worst. I think 35 bucks would, no, not 35, that's a little. I would say 45 bucks. Let's do that. 45 bucks would have been perfect because taxes and all that. So you basically end up with 50 bucks at the end. But prices, but what you see on the shelf when you go look for this is 50 bucks. So it's, oh sorry, the throne itself is actually a really nice piece of decoration. You can put this for Galvatron. I haven't seen if I can fit IDW Megatron in this. I don't think you can. I have him over there, but I don't feel like getting him really. But it's actually really nice. I highly recommend getting this. Everything on its own, like just without the accessories, meaning Starscream. Starscream without the accessories, besides the ones he needs, I would say a 9 out of 10. Just more articulation, you know, would have been nice. But besides that, everything is good. The throne itself, 10 out of 10. It's actually really nice. Everything folds where it needs to go. The cape doesn't get in the way. The Norway store away beautifully. The cap just fall off a little easily. So it's not the best secure position. That was my fault. But it's actually not that bad. I really wish you could have put it like this instead of like this, because it's kind of scratching up the gem up there. Thankfully mine hasn't scratched yet, but I'm pretty sure it will. You can see a little bit of it bled through, but it's alright. It's not a deal breaker. So yeah, but packaging, it's a giant box with no window, which is actually pretty cool. This is my first figure with no window, which actually I really do like. But overall, this figure is good. Everything by itself, the price, the articulation, the figure, the throne, the box, the price, I would say 88 or 9. 8.9 out of 10. 8.9 out of 10 is what I'm giving it. It's not the worst, it's not the best, but it is leaning towards being a good figure in my opinion. It's really good. If you can find this anywhere for a cheap price, I highly recommend you get it. I got this on retail, 50 bucks. That's what I got for it. If you can find it for cheaper than that, definitely go for it. You do not want to pass this figure up. I have a feeling this figure is going to go up in price in the coming years. So definitely find this. I just found this at Walmart. Shout out to TFN again. Shout out to TFN again because you gave me the idea to go to Walmart, and I just kept going to Target to see if they would have it. But yeah, that's basically it for this review. Well, not really review. That's basically it for this little recommendation, I guess, whether you should buy this figure or not. And if you have this, I highly recommend you get it. TFN, I don't know if you have it, but if you do, then congrats. You didn't miss out on this figure. Trust me, you didn't miss out at all. This figure is one of a kind, two of a kind, four of a kind, actually, five of a kind. I think. I don't know how many rebuilds they made of this figure. I would say like 6 or 5. But anyways, well, hold on. You got Starscream, Thundercracker, Sandstorm. So that's like more than 5. Okay. But this is one of a kind. This is one of a kind. And my bobblehead's wobbling because it's the table. But anyways, that is basically it for this little recommendation video. So I will catch you guys in the next one. Peace out. Stay safe until all are one.